That hill. Keep taking it. Keep taking it.
Speedgolf, baby! Let's go!
Speedgolf Baby, let's go. I'm Adam Lorton, and you are watching the final round of the final U.S. Tour event of 2024. It's the Kentucky Speedgolf Open from GlenOaks Country Club in Prospect, Kentucky, presented by Right Implement. Joining me in the booth, it's PGA professional and Speedgolf USA ruler of rules, Garrett Holt. Garrett, thanks for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks. I'm excited to join again and see round 2 of Kentucky.
I always have so much fun broadcasting with you, Garrett. Now, in round 1, the major storyline was the battle between you and me to represent Team USA at the Speedgolf World Championships coming up in November. And in case you missed round 1, Garrett won that battle decisively after I made 3 triple bogeys in the first 10 holes of play. Yikes.
Yeah, maybe a little aggressive with the words before the round, but...
All right, I need to talk to you, Garrett Holt. Look, you're my friend and everything, but I do not apologize for what's about to happen to you on the golf course.
I'm sure we'll have a lot more good battles there in the future.
We certainly will. Now, on top of that, a new challenger has entered the arena. That's Jim Davis from Detroit, Michigan. He got around this long, hilly golf course in 49 minutes and 17 seconds. Checking my math, that is less than a minute behind Jason Hawkins. Extraordinarily fast would be my description of that round. I carded an 84 in that round, which means another good day out here for Jim Davis could mean that he passes me in the standings. So by my math, a 77 would do it for sure. And depending how I play, he could pass me with as poor a score as an 81. Definitely within range for a speed golfer of his skill level. However, this is his first time on camera, and as we know, the camera can add strokes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Jim. It was a fantastic first round, and the new guy just catching us all off guard.
Absolutely. And then there's Jason Hawkins shooting a 77, relatively poor for him in round 1. He has vaulted up the standings already, and it looks sure to pass me, but it would take, it looks to me like a round in the high 60s to pass you, Garrett. So we'll see if that's in the cards for Jason Hawkins today. And then, of course, there's the battle for the actual championship, the Kentucky Speedgolf Open Championship. Scott Dawley trails Jason by just a single shot after playing with one club in round 1, shooting an 84 in, 45 minutes? Very impressive round from the director. So we're going to start the broadcast. Jason Hawkins on the tee at the first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
You can see from the camera, it is humid in Kentucky.
There's no getting around that.
Right.
All right. Up the right side with the drive. Got Joey on the camera. If we could clone Joey and have him operate all the cameras, I would absolutely do it. And that is a rare mishit
Not
from
too
Jason
happy.
Hawkins.
Is that part of the warm-up?
Yeah, I didn't know this was 3-shot hole, but you know, he knows this hole like the back of his hand. It's literally in his backyard.
Be on it. Be on it.
Sounds like Joey likes that second crack just fine.
One putt,
On
Jack.
and 3, uphill par putt for the Hawk. Good speed. Gave it a little more credit than it deserved on the break, and that's a bogey in 2 minutes, 15 seconds for Jason Hawkins. Opportunity for Scott Dawley, potentially.
5.
We still have one club today. There we go.
6 iron only for the director.
Good luck.
We highlighted his lag putting in round 1. It was fantastic.
Beautiful.
Right up the middle there with the first. And this one should be should be gettable with 2 good 6 irons for Scott. So it looks like I have him maybe 200 out. It's probably going to be front edge at best.
Yeah, that would be a great outcome with the 6-iron on par 4 uphill.
Yep.
Hopefully a good leave with a basic chipper pitch. Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm. You can see we are allowed to roll it in the fairway in this event. Scott taking advantage of that. Actually got himself a slightly better angle by moving it just a few inches. All right. Did leave it short here. Got about the same par putt as Jason. Didn't catch that one perfectly clean. I'm going to mop this one up for a bogey 5. Minute 56, though. Got to love that. Time par on this hole, 237. And here's your first look at Jim Davis.
Oh, look at that. He's got the Hogan holster.
Sporting the Hogan holster. That, I believe, is 5-iron, 9-iron, sand wedge. Though I'm going to have to check and make sure.
Look at that. He's got a little towel on him, too, I think.
Yeah, a little bandana hanging off the back. I used to carry a towel. It is useful from time to time to get the mud ball, for example. Looks like he just barely kept it in play there on the right side.
Yeah, it's a bit of a carry off the tee. If you're using 5-iron, 6-iron like Scott and Jim, you got to hit a really good one straight to get in the fairway.
Well, there is room on the right, but those the backyards will just creep in a little sooner than you think. All right.
Taking a couple extra shots to get there.
Yep. Yeah, nobody's found this green in 2 just yet. Hopefully Garrett Holt can remedy that for us. Bogey putt here for Jim. Excellent contact with the belly wedge there. It looks like he maybe wanted to tamp down one of those mounds there on the green. Like we mentioned in the last broadcast, those are the remnants of some really mean-looking wasps. I've never seen a sting in a tournament. Oh my gosh,
so many.
They're so scary.
Yeah.
Well,
you get used to it,
out of your way.
I mean, every year they're there. They don't really mind.
Yep.
But they're intimidating.
That they are. All right. Driver in hand for you, Garrett.
Left.
It's like a little low screamer up the left side.
That was a cool little view.
Yeah, nice shot there from Zach, your camera operator. Looks like that must have been a 9-iron there. Good contact, but wet rough. Came up a little short. Oh,
I forgot I chipped that at the stick. Yeah.
It's the
I
flag
think that
stick
one
up.
helped me, though. I think that one helped me, not hurt.
I do think it helped you. It was coming in a little hot, about 3 feet for the par here. Oh, just on the high side. All right.
5.
No pars for our featured speed golfers.
Yeah, it's not the easiest first hole there.
Jason Hawkins on the tee, par 4, second.
Taking that little aggressive shortcut.
That's right. Scorecard has this one at 391, but if you can play the drive up the left, you can have less than 150 in, which Jason appears to have here. In the fairway, perfect position.
Oh, buddy.
Get back there.
Joey loves it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Pin
Excellent.
high on the second. Birdie look here for the Hawk. Could get back to even with this.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
There we go.
He drops it in the high side.
There we go.
Beautiful birdie from the Hawk.
It's kind of what you expect to see from him out here.
Absolutely. And with 6-iron, I would call this hole a par 5 for Scott Dawley.
Yeah, definitely. But that sounded really good. I think it's a good line, too.
It was crispy, yeah, up the middle. And that's what, 190 in? You can get that.
Yeah, he can definitely clear the pond there, but he might still be aiming a little left for safety.
Yep, he's on the left side again. We saw this shot yesterday, having to flop it over the bunker, open face 6-iron. Looks like a better angle today. It's basically a pin high miss.
Tough little flop there. That may roll off.
Yep.
Just a little bit of that backtracking stuff.
Yeah. Not the most efficient running route.
Oh, wow.
Go, go, go,
Look
go,
at
go.
this.
Beautiful.
Good chip.
Would we call that a lag putt? I think we would.
That was amazing.
Awesome Scott Dawley 6-iron lag. And that's a 5 in a minute 59. Beautifully done. Jim
Look
on the
out,
tee. Looks like
cart
he
guy.
caught that 5-iron nicely.
Yeah, down the right side, though. That's extra yardage. It's going to be a long one.
Left.
Yeah, gonna take every bit of that 5-iron to get it to pin high. He calls
Really
it
concerned about that.
left. And there is out of bounds there.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Right on this line.
Yeah, one little skip off the cart path there, and you're
How-
toast.
Does he know he can go in the fairway? No, he doesn't. That's still pretty close, though.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna hoist this one over the bunker with the
Get
wedge.
over that bunker.
Whew.
All right, that's one way to get over the bunker.
Yeah.
All right, did get it over the bunker there,
Shot, Jim.
Oh, my gosh.
and look at that.
Look. Is he going
Drops
to
it
get
to
away
a
with a
foot.
bogey? Oh, my God.
It's hard to be mad about a 5 on this hole, but a 5 with
No.
an out of bounds, I would say that's an excellent accomplishment.
I think that's one awesome thing about speed golf. You hit a bad shot like that, you're just like, okay, what do I do? Here's my shot. What do I have next? And then your bounce back ability, your rebound, I feel like it's easier in our sport.
Yeah, I completely agree. Way less time to ruminate. Looks like you found the right rough there, Garrett. Basically turns this into a 3-shot hole as well. Found the more or less the same spot as Jim. See you opening up a wedge there.
Fight. Oh, jeez.
All right.
I think I caught a little too much of that one. Just past
Well,
it, maybe.
you also played it maybe a bit more conservatively than Jim did. It seemed like he might have cleared the bunker by an inch. Tough to control the distance out of that wet rough.
Yeah, it really is. The rough is thick year in and year out here.
Mm-hmm. And in the morning, it's wet.
I don't know.
Cleans it up for a double in 306. And we are on to the par 3 third after we watch one more shot of Jason drain that birdie putt. He's
Amazing.
50 seconds under time par.
Got that little driver on this. That was a nice little driver swing.
Oh yeah, I'm so jealous of that little driver. Just comes in handy. Of course, he's perfected it over the years here. A nice little pin high miss here. You'd rather miss to the right because then it's uphill, but very
get up.
acceptable spot.
Go, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Great
Can you
touch on
play
that
it better
one.
than that?
Dead weight, perfect. You know, it's kind of funny he brought his clubs with
Solid.
him because he's running
Solid
right back that
hustle.
same way. He
Come on,
could just
get
drop
there.
his clubs, but
You're right. He could have.
you know what? He's used to his routine, and you know,
Yeah,
a lot
there's something to be said for
about
that. Scott. Looks like he's going to try to
Hard.
stretch a 6-iron here.
Sounded like he caught all of it. Whether that's enough to reach, we'll see.
Yeah, front edge here for Scott. Looks like he dribbled that in the grass or in the on the fringe before getting it to the green. Finds himself pin high, but looks like 4 or 5 feet here for the cleanup. Whew. Had to hit that one softly. Didn't quite find the center. Bogey 4 for Scott. Jim on the tee. Also probably doesn't have enough club to get pin high here. See him go after that one though.
Yeah, maybe a little thin to win.
Don't mind it on this hole.
No, definitely not. Yeah, it's
All right,
just
yep, that's a longer wedge shot there.
Oh, that's, yeah, at least 50, 60. That looks well played. Should have good vibes after that shot on the last one.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you hit one, but it turns out great, does that increase or decrease your confidence level?
Well, I mean, I'd probably rather hit it well, but
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't actually see the last one and how that turned out. Well, I saw how it turned out, but not exactly where it landed.
Right. I think in order to get to that spot from the rough, it would have had to carry the bunker by like an inch.
Just barely, yeah.
All right. This is you, Garrett. 6-iron in hand, correct?
Yes. Yeah, driver 6-iron, so 6-iron. Yep, trying to get as much as I can. I know it'll be short.
Hard 6 there. Looks like you found... Oh. Everybody's missing on the left side today.
Mm-hmm. That was barely cleared the bunker on that one.
Happens.
We'll see. Got a chance. Do it.
Oh!
I just need that hole to be bigger.
4.
All right, that's a 4 for you in 1:31, Garrett. And one more look at this beautiful par from Jason Hawkins.
Making
Home
it
course
look easy.
advantage.
You know that time, just go.
Back
Yeah,
on the
forgot.
fourth tee at the
All right,
Kentucky Speedgolf Open.
Let's go, boy.
Jason playing the
Come on now.
signature high draw here. Looks like there's
Is there a
a
card
maintenance
out
guy
there?
in the fairway, and
Oh my
Jason
gosh.
popped it right over the top of his head. Whew.
It's a great moment to point out that we
Oh,
love the
slow
maintenance
down.
crews at all these events. The guys were out super early.
Okay.
And I talked to the
Side.
superintendent at this event this year and last year. They love this event. The support around this event's incredible. And how early and how hard these guys work
Go. Come on.
is definitely a big part of the success of this
Side.
event. So thank you, maintenance crews.
Absolutely. I have another note on that. After a beautiful chip from Jason Hawkins,
No.
and he is even par
Let's go, come
through
on, Jack.
4 holes. I would say this guy is rolling today. I think that
Yeah.
77 didn't sit too well with him. One thing I'll note, we get a lot of comments asking, hey, looks like these guys are not taking great care of the course. And I'll say in casual speed golf, we repair our divots and our pitch marks right away. In competition, typically we'll sweep the course afterward, focusing on the green. I mean, we ask golfers to repair their pitch marks on the green because you'd hate to have to try to roll a putt over somebody else's pitch mark. But divots in the fairway, we just don't worry about them during competition, and we get some sand in there, after the round when we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, regular casual speed golf round, I'm fixing 1, 2, 3 pitch marks per hole. Yeah, a lot of us, we are diehard
shot,
golfers.
good
We are traditional golfers that just want to get extra rounds in during the week, and we do it through jogging. So
Absolutely. Scott played a gigantic 6-iron to get that to pin high
That was
on his
huge.
second shot, and was not able to convert the up and down, although a beautiful chip there from that left side.
yeah, I can't imagine hitting this tee shot with an iron. That was a little bit of a carry. It's gonna be tough for Jim too.
Looks like that's leaking over to the right side, and as we saw from you, Garrett, last round, this can force a pitch out unless you got a lot of distance here.
Yeah, you need distance, the right club, and a lot of cojones to try and go for that one.
Especially with the ball that far below your feet. All right, Jim appears to be taking a more
Smart play.
conservative approach here. Unfortunately, found the rough with the punch out there.
Good contact there. See if he can bounce back from that.
Ball's not carrying.
He said, "Ball's not
Ooh.
carrying."
Okay. Oh, there we go.
just in front of the green here in the Jason Hawkins spot.
Delicate little pitch.
No, right on line, but just a little short. Hard to hit that hard enough.
I do like this view of watching them blade that wedge.
Oh, yeah. His contact
like,
with the wedge putter has been nice.
No, pick.
Yeah, pretty good, but I'm still at the edge of my seat. Like, is he going to hit it well? Is he going to hit it well? Is he not?
All right, that's a 6 for Jim in 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Garrett on the tee here getting a good shot from the scorekeeper.
Oh, did you find it? Or...
Are there flat lies on this course? I keep ending up on these tilted ones. Where are these flat lies?
They're not easy to find, and the fairway on hole number 4 is not that wide either. Front of the green for you as well, Garrett. It's like, was that a 6-iron?
That was a little 6-iron move, yeah.
Wow, love that from you.
I love that too.
Little 1-footer for par, one hand,
Par.
casual tap in. Nice par. All right.
I gotta ask about the emoji at the bottom of that scorecard.
Oh,
it
yes,
wasn't
that-
fire emoji. What is that?
So you get a fire emoji for every 15 seconds.
Are you giving me a slow one?
Yeah, that was a turtle emoji. So you get a fire emoji for every 15 seconds you are faster than time par. And you get a turtle emoji for every 15 seconds slower than time par. So if you're within 15 seconds of time par, no mark whatsoever.
Okay. Man, okay, the turtle. It's okay, slow and steady maybe.
That's right. Jason Hawkins passed the 150 here on the short par 4 fifth.
Great.
Finds
lead.
himself with a downhill look. We saw him get one close on this one. Another birdie look here for the Hawk.
Go in the hole.
Oh, and that's all over it. Fist pumping everything. 2 birdies already through hole 5 for Jason Hawkins. 1:49. This guy is dialed.
Yeah, he is.
Scott going for the right side of the tee box. Looks like he's been favoring the fade shape with that 6-iron. I think he likes that kind of chop motion.
Mm-hmm.
Right side of the fairway here. Good spot. Ooh.
Maybe
That
lost it left.
One hand finish there. Looked like less than a full 6-iron.
Yeah, keep coming, keep coming.
Right there.
Oh, a little down
All
to
right.
the right. Got away
Yep.
from him.
In the rough there. Tough to get this one to stop. Oh, and he caught it a little too clean, it looks like.
Killed it.
Yeah, and that ridge is pretty challenging that bisects that green.
That's right.
Decent lag. Not much time taking over these putts.
There you go, Scott.
All right, 5 bogeys in a row for Scott. Oh, and I want to introduce a game for you, Garrett. Scott
Okay.
Dawley, 1 club, made only a single double bogey or worse. Just one double bogey in round 1. Now, you and I, Garrett, we each had 3 double bogeys or worse in round 1. So,
Okay.
over under, Scott Dawley, 3 doubles for the entire tournament.
I'll go over.
Okay.
That's going right too.
Jim
Yeah,
Davis on the
yesterday-
right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, day 1, that was a stellar round with the 6-iron.
Everything's
It's
leaking
tough to
right
follow up. It's tough to get 2 straight good days with the 6-iron.
Thank
What
you.
I've found is you go low one time, you go high another. But we'll see.
Oh, looks like Jim has found his ball, was ready to take a drop. Oh no, has taken a drop here.
Yeah, it's tough around those greens, but he does have a wedge.
Nicely played there.
As
Gonna
we're
have a
trying to
chance.
strike the
What in the world?
Just
trying
on
to
the
strike
low
that
side.
balance with using that 1-6-iron like Scott Dawley, that would have been a really tough shot. It's so tempting just to add a wedge, and then you're at 2 clubs, and yeah, the wedge is a big help.
Right, and the whole speed advantage of a single club is that there's no club management. You just hit the ball and then you start running right away. So even adding the second club is probably at least a 5 minutes 5 minutes of time added to the round.
All right, I'm still looking for my ball here. It's been a couple months. I'm still looking for the ball up there. I hit it exactly where I wanted to. I felt like it was left center of the fairway. I no-looked it, and the score, I don't want to talk about that, but it just couldn't find it. It was one of my best drives all day. So we'll drop it.
That is such a bummer. And there are time savings to be had by not watching your drive all the way down.
Such a good drive.
Or by at least, grabbing your clubs and then trying to re-find the ball. But that's where you risk losing it.
Yeah.
That ridge you were talking about, Garrett, putt over the ridge. It is rolling out there.
To be honest, I was still a little rattled by that. I was a little bummed that I lost that drive because it was awesome. That's one of the toughest driving holes for me on that whole golf course. It's just so tight, and I hit it great both days. But anywho, move on.
Yep, super annoying. And we get another look at Hawk fist pumping that second birdie there on the 5th. He's 1 under par. On to the par 4 6th, another birdie hole, frankly.
Absolutely. It's the most birdieable of all of them.
Great shot.
Another good
Joe
tee
did
shot.
not call that one beef stick, although it was a nice drive. And look at this. Jason is in wedge distance here.
Oh, the pin right past that bunker could be challenging.
Not the easiest pin. It was back left on day 1. It was, what would we call that? Back center, I guess?
Yeah.
Go in the hole. Go in the hole.
Oh.
Tight.
Just on the low side. Looks like about a 3-foot cleanup here for the par.
Yeah.
All right.
Good finish.
And
Very
Jason
good.
stays
Good finish.
1 under for the round. Leads Scott Dawley by about 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's a healthy margin.
Shot, Scott.
6 iron for Scott there. Looks like he was not going after that one hard. Appropriate because this hole is shorter than 2 6-irons for him. And now we're going to hit that low chop cut between the bunkers.
Yeah.
That came off on a beautiful line.
Yeah,
See
I
what he
think
got
so.
for distance. Oh, yeah, just past pin high.
That's
a
excellent.
legitimate birdie look. See him moving the ball again. That's allowed.
Yeah, within a club length. And
Wow.
yeah, that was
He
pretty
just
clever.
tickled that one. And you hate to see it. That's 3 putts from 15 feet.
Oh, man.
No, less than 15
he's-
feet.
Got the bogey train going. Need to get off that train.
Does need to get off that train. Speaking of people needing to get off the train, Jim Davis on the tee.
Right at you.
Finding the right side yet again.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
That's
Tough
not
to-
good when you're looking for it.
Tough to find that OB, but it looks like he has successfully found it. That is his father-in-law. Jim's father-in-law actually scorekeeping for him, and his sister. A family affair here. And I love to see that. My wife has been my scorekeeper a few times, and it's I'm sure it wouldn't work for all couples, but we actually found it to be a nice bonding experience.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, these trips are fantastic. I mean, another plug for Speed Golf. Our event takes an hour, and you got literally all day to hang out with your friends, your family, and they can even join for the 1 hour, so it's awesome. Look at that little wedge.
Really
shot.
nice play out of the bunker there for Jim. This is going to be a bogey look. Oh, my goodness. He wanted to backhand that one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't do that, Jim. Good call there.
Don't backhand it with the wedge. Garrett
no.
can backhand it with the putter all he wants.
Yeah, I've still missed that in some big events before. You don't want to do anything crazy like that on the event day.
Right,
It's
Rob.
true. Yeah, you got to follow the process. A missed putt costs you a minute. Adjusting your stance costs you 5 seconds.
Yes.
All right, up the right side there, Garrett. Looked like about a full wedge for you there.
See, I'm tapping
And
down
that's an
that
uphill
spot.
birdie
I'm just
putt.
happy I finally hit a green regulation. I got fooled by the break on that one, obviously.
Definitely fooled, but tap in par, and look at that fire emoji.
Yes, no more turtles.
Right. Here's your leader, Jason Hawkins, and we are going to head to an ad break. Back on the tee at the par 5 7th, and this is going to be a shot box hole. Shot box time measures how fast a person plays golf. You know, it's obvious you can get faster at playing speed golf by running faster. What's less obvious is that there's a significant amount of time you can save by just not taking so long over the ball. Now, Jason, he laid up on this hole in round 1, going driver off the deck here, round 2.
All right, let's go, Jason.
All right.
He
Don't hear
was
him
not
say
concerned
anything.
about that at all. Yeah.
No, that was a stock driver for him. Finds himself pin high on the left side. Not easy in this thick rough.
Oh my gosh.
And that came out just a little dead. Birdie putt here from the fringe.
I don't blame him for being a little worried. That green can get away from you on that angle.
Yeah, the green definitely runs away left to right as we're looking at it here.
Come down.
Still
Come on.
going.
Right. That was nicely played. 3 feet here for the par. No problem at all for the Hawk, and that's 40 seconds of golf time. I'll be very curious to compare that to the one club Scott Dawley.
Yeah, I bet he does 26 seconds.
There it is.
Ball.
Good strike there off the tee, and I wonder if we'll see a full 6-iron or less than a full 6-iron for this second shot, because of course the penalty for going in the water is a lot steeper than the penalty for leaving it 130.
Yeah, that was a tiny one. Smart play there. Just hit it 130 up the fairway.
Yep. And actually, it looks like he has targeted this one to end up at 180. Found
Nice.
his distance. A good line here could leave him a nice birdie putt. All right, he's found the front right. Excellent distance, and it didn't creep into that bunker, which is huge playing with just a
Good lead.
6-iron. Got an uphill chip here. I mean, well played by the director, although that is still now 4 or 5 feet for the par.
There it is.
Hey, and the bogey train stops here. 26 seconds. Who called that, Garrett?
There we go.
26
That was,
seconds of golf time.
And still shot
yeah.
the same score as the Hawk.
Yeah. And of course, he's not going to save 13 seconds every hole, but you save 10 seconds a hole on somebody else. That's 3 minutes. 3 shots you've saved just by spending a little less time over the ball.
Mm-hmm.
What does Rob Hogan teach us? Hogan teaches you play your standard of golf as fast as you can. So you figure out how much golf time it takes you to play at your standard.
Yeah, it's definitely a fine line, and a lot of us we're beating the average golfer. I don't want to make this against the average golfer, but like we are very efficient, but we're still trying to find those little spots to get just a little bit better.
That's right. And Jim never played on camera. Still taking under 8 seconds in the shot box there on an approach shot. It's real nice.
Catching his
Lifted
breath
the ball a
before
little
that.
bit there on his birdie putt. He's got a
Par.
little tap in for par. First par of the day for Jim. 33 seconds of golf time. Very well played. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on a par 5. That is fast. Big drive for you there, Garrett. Do you ever play driver off the deck?
No, I don't. No, I just don't. I don't try. It's I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and that's just not one of them.
Yeah, I mean, we go ahead.
Trying to hit a good layup there. Get it a little on the left side and shore the water.
Approach shot there from the left. The left is a more efficient angle since you're going around the water to the left. Looks like that is just off the green on the front side, putter in hand.
Touch it.
Slow down. I think I caught the hole on that one, a little lip out, but way too firm.
Bit firm. Tough to judge coming out of the dewy fringe. And I wanted to ask you, Garrett, about the armpit pinch.
Yeah.
Baby.
What have you experimented with any other putting methods with the silo?
No, I mean, sometimes I'll just do one-handed, but I've tried the armpit thing. You know, you see someone else try it, and it's like, well, I'll try this out. For the most part, I don't notice a major difference. But I'd be intrigued. I know Scott just rolled something out recently, figured out a new way of holding it. Haven't tried that one yet, though.
Oh, come on. Give us one, baby.
Joey loves it. Oh yeah, right over the top of the flag here for the Hawk on the downhill par 3 8th. 170 yards, but plays more like 140.
He still carries his bag all the way there, though.
That's right. Yeah, I think that could be more efficient.
What?
I just get tired of carrying it that long. Any chance I can get to get the clubs and bag out of my hand.
All right, par for Jason. And here's Scott Dawley on the tee.
I'll be really good, yeah.
A little chop six.
Oh my gosh.
Micah
Good
on the
shot.
camera loves it. I love that mist, too. This is just like a jungle scene here.
Uh-huh. Man, the precision with both of these guys. Excellent first shots.
Looks like Scott's left it to about a foot. Nice lag there.
Good boy, Scott.
Easy 3. And now it's up the hill. Oh, what does he call it? Jason's ladder. Up Jason's ladder.
That's hilarious. Oh, we got spectators out there jogging.
Yeah, it's Jim's father-in-law, who is his scorekeeper, but they've got 2 people in the cart, so I think may have run ahead to spot the ball. Maybe he just wants a workout.
Yeah.
A little free relief there from that ground under repair. And again,
Not
ball
too
coming out
pleased
dead
with
out of
that.
this rough. This is going to become has become a theme, I think.
Yeah, and you want to be a lot closer than that putting with the wedge.
That's a 4.
Bogey 4 for Jim
baby,
Davis, a
uphill.
minute 20 seconds on the downhill par 3 there.
Yeah, we need to go down there so we can actually see it.
Love that. That cart didn't even stop.
Yeah, fun shot there. Action shot. That was 9-iron for you, Garrett. That must be you obscured a little bit by that branch. Found the front of the green there. Birdie putt on the 8th.
You can see even the people in the carts don't even want to go down this hill.
Oh, and
Yeah.
it just skates by. Little backhand tap in for a 4 there. And with that, got some separation on the leaderboard. Scott trails Jason by 6. Jim trails Scott by quite a bit. And Garrett, you trail Jim by 10. And here we are.
Go, Jack.
Footage of Jason's ladder, and extra credit to
This is
Joey.
the stretch where you-
Like I said, I would
Beat
clone
everybody.
Joey 5 times if I could, have him
Do it
operate
too.
every single camera. Look at him running Jason's ladder with the Hawk. Now, round 1, the tee box was up,
Come on.
making
Considerably
driver
forward.
impractical for Jason on this hole. Took driver, but has lost it to the left side. See him unzipping the bag there. The
looking for
unmistakable sound of a penalty drop. Driver off the deck, hitting 3. This is where he made a beautiful driver off the deck in round 1, leading to an eagle chance.
Yeah, it is par 5. If you're going to, hit one OB and take penalty shots, par 5, you can almost make those back.
Absolutely. Looks like he didn't catch that driver quite as cleanly as he did on day 1. Found himself just short of the bunker here. A fine leave, but not an easy up and down. Yeah, the pin was back. And now that's, 15 feet left for the par?
Yeah, but he gave himself a chance, so we'll see. He's got a hot putter, it looks like.
Yep. Jason was about 24 minutes on the front 9 yesterday.
Hit it, Jay.
Oh, that better go.
Hit it, Jay, he says. Four feet left, saves the bogey. Even par 36 in 23 and a half minutes. That is a heck of a front 9 from the Hawk.
Good job, Scott.
Yeah, he's got that big sizable lead with 9 to go.
Yep.
Look at this hill.
You see Scott's wife Natalie urging him on. We all want to stop running, especially when it gets to that point. When you see that, oh, I've done the hard part and there's still 2/3 of this hill left to go.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, now it's good. We're good. Good.
Yeah,
Right.
you can tell he's a little
Go,
winded
go.
after that little run up that hill. It sticks
Got
with
dragging
you
a little bit. Yeah, it does. It lingers.
Wow, they followed the ball mid-flight.
Little chippy one there. Great camera work from Micah. Here we are, downhill lie.
Oh,
Wants a
just like
squeezy
yesterday.
little 150-yard
yesterday.
cut with the 6
Good
iron.
shot.
Nothing easy about that shot. And look at this. Pin
Oh,
high.
that's fantastic.
Yep, this is a doesn't look like it, but this one
It's
runs away
delicate.
after the
Yeah.
hole.
Yep.
So yeah, a lag within a foot here is going to be a great accomplishment if it had happened.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that left side.
Oh, uphill stab there. Doesn't quite get the direction right. And that's a bogey 6, but 2 minutes, 31 seconds. A very nice time. 21 minutes, 42 seconds. That is identical to his time on the first day. Great
Wow.
speed from Scott Dawley there.
Yeah, it's amazing speed. I'd be curious to see what Jim Davis does on this front.
Jim's going to run the entire hill. Now, 5 iron off the tee.
Oh, that's where that
Did not
heart rate,
catch
I
that
think,
one.
was getting to you.
Yep.
No.
And now he's got to dig it out of this wet rough. I mean, a bogey would be a great accomplishment from here.
Yeah, that's just so tough. You go up that hill and you're just breathing heavy, breathing hard. I gotta hit, but it's tough.
Yep. Still over 200 here from the hole. Oh, caught that one nicely, though.
That's a long way to cover.
Wedge in
Not sure
hand
he
there
got
from
all that
Jim.
one. Okay, caught a piece.
Yep. Has a putt here, uphill for the par.
Oh, I'm not sure. Was that supposed to be a putt? Sure looked like he was going to try and chip in, then it turned out rolling, but...
All right. Yeah, caught it a little thin there, but nice comebacker.
Good rebound, yeah.
Ooh, lips it in on the low
Oh,
side.
man.
25 minutes, 19 seconds on the front 9. Jim's not going to be thrilled with that 51.
See, this is what normal humans do on this hill.
You're so cool. Thanks.
Trying Try and get some water up that hill.
Oh, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Jim Davis's scorekeeper didn't have a spot to, or sorry, his camera operator, Isaac, an elite cross-country runner, didn't have a spot to sit in the cart, ran the entire 5 miles with Jim, including running up Jason's ladder with him. So huge credit to Isaac Clark from Prospect, Kentucky.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of being with Isaac on day 1, and I was kind of bummed to lose him on day 2. He was a stellar, really fine young gentleman and fit dude, and he was cheering me on the first round to that 60-minute round.
I can't talk.
Excellent shot there.
Beautiful by you, Garrett. Leaving an uphill 3-footer for the par.
Yeah, I forgot that was me. I was chatting the whole time. I'm like, oh, that was a great shot. Oh, cool.
Like the look of this golfer.
Yeah.
5.
All right, the hills aren't done. You got a little climb after that. We really don't get footage of the climb after that, do we?
There's a significant climb getting up to the parking lot. If you live near Southern California and you're speed golf curious, you got to check out the SoCal Speedgolf Festival. Check the link in the description if you want more info. Back on the 10th tee at the Kentucky Speedgolf Open with Garrett Holt. Full disclosure, this is the second time we're recording this because of a butt fumble during the recording. But we're on course record watch. Oh, by the way, I take responsibility for that butt fumble. Course record watch here with Jason Hawkins, who is even par through the difficult front 9 at GlenOaks. Course record is an even par 72 in 48 minutes. So if he can go 1 under on this back 9, which is in range for him, then he would be the new owner and previous owner of the course record. Downhill birdie putt here on the 10th.
Come on. Finish it. Let's push. Let's push.
Well, yeah. And a nice par powered by that amazing drive. Like hit it to like 80 yards. Absolutely bombed it around the left side there. Scott Dawley,
Get up.
6-iron in hand. That contact did not sound like the center of the club face. And looks like it has barely cleared the water. I mean, this, I don't need to tell you this, Garrett. This is a super inefficient route to run this hole. As a higher handicapper, I can tell you I have been down there. Not desirable. Yep. Good distance there. Looks like legs are flagging a little bit. No surprise after the hill climb between hole 8 and 9, then the hill climb after hole 9, then the hill climb to begin hole 10. Nothing easy about that. Nothing easy, by the way, about that shot from down low on the right side on the 10th there. Beautifully played with the wide open face 6-iron. Still looking to 2-putt for a bogey here. Double bogey 6. That's right. We are tracking double bogeys. First double of the day, second for the tournament for Scott Dawley. We are targeting for him less than 3, which is the number Garrett and I both had in round 1. Yeah, humongous drive.
All right, big drive by Jim Davis. An excellent approach leave here.
Yeah, he's been leaving him out to the right, but this one found the center of the green. Downhill birdie putt here with the belly wedge.
Oh, that was a long one. Lag is really important on this. Will it be enough?
Yeah, it looked like the ball left the ground a little bit, which usually means it's not going to get all the way to the hole. Indeed, 5 feet short here. See if he can mop this up for the par. Just on the right edge. Taps in for the bogey. And
5.
3 over par in the last 4 holes. A significant improvement from the first 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's Great to get the green regulation, fairway green, no stress, but it's just tough with that wedge from that distance.
It is. And, we were thinking that this was going to be a Scott Dawley, Jason Hawkins battle, but with that double by Scott and the par by Jason Hawkins, I think the lead goes from 6 to 8. I think Jason may now be fully out of reach. Whoa! Great approach by you, Garrett Holt. Pin high on the front side.
That's exactly where you want it. Very pleased with that.
All right. Looks like about 9 feet here for the bird.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent speed. And we try not to complain about tap-in pars in this game because a tap-in par is a pretty satisfactory outcome.
Yeah,
Jeez, that one does feel
when
like
it's on the edge.
It does feel like it could have been a bird. All right,
Yeah,
but because Jason Hawkins is fully out of reach, we're still on course record watch, but I would like us to entertain a discussion of World Championships preview after we check out this drive from Jason Hawkins. Looks like the high draw up the right side. Got to carry it over those mounds, and he does so successfully. Looks like, 40, 50-yard pitch here?
Yeah, pretty basic. It does roll away from you, so you have to be pretty careful with that approach.
Juice it, baby.
And that is as good as it gets.
Absolutely. Birdie look here to go to 1 under par on the day.
Go.
Get in the hole.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
It's okay.
That is brutal.
A lip out at dying speed, Garrett, feels even worse than a normal lip out.
We got to check the size of these cups. There have been too many lip outs. I want to form a committee to assess the size of these cups out here.
The ruler of rules is coming down hard on the maintenance staff at the Kentucky Speedgolf Open.
Oh, I'm joking. They're great. They're fantastic. I'm just saying their equipment might be faulty.
Absolutely. Now, we do love the maintenance crew. Fun fact, played speed golf this morning, and the maintenance one of the maintenance guys came up to me and said, first of all, thanks for the donuts you brought last week. Second of all, never bring donuts again because half the guys on our crew have diabetes and we're not allowed to eat them.
Oh my God.
So,
well, I'm glad you told me that. I was going to do that next week for our maintenance staff.
Yeah, lesson learned. They said beef jerky would be a good substitute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Start the day off with a little jerky.
Yeah. Protein. Scott,
but we
just
do
runs
love
the
our
par
maintenance.
putt by. Tap in bogey 5 for the director. And those strides don't look quite as peppy as they looked on the front side.
No, they don't. Yeah, you start to feel it around this stage. Luckily, there's just maybe one big climb left, and that's a par 5 coming up.
Yeah, hole 13 is a climb. I would say 17 is another climb.
Yeah.
All
right.
Sorry.
Jim Davis, looked like it was on a good line, but it seems to have leaked off to the right here. Now,
It's gonna go deep.
in prior years, this section has been unmowed, and so even if you found your ball, it was likely to be unplayable. So a little gift there from the maintenance crew.
Ooh, that was a tough shot.
And then Jim chopping it out of that grass bunker with that downhill lie. Boy,
Yeah.
tough to do better than this. That could have easily have been 20 yards past.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the toughest shots when it's like half bunker, half grass.
Come on, one time.
He played it really well.
Yep, really well played. Good effort there on the lag putt. I'm gonna clean this one up for a bogey 5.
5.
So what's this World Championship talk you got?
All right, World Championships preview. I'd like to read you the top 10 men from the last World Championships.
Ooh, let's go.
All right, first place, Jamie Reed. Second place, 2023 U.S. Open champion Jin Ota. Third place, Rob Hogan, the most interesting man in speed golf. Fourth place, Motoharu Kitamura, who is not on the list for this year's World Championships. Fifth place, Andreas Finn, who is not on the list for this year's World Championships. Sixth place, Robin Smith, New Zealand. He's on the list. Seventh place, Mikko Rantanen. Not on the list. Will be playing seniors, if anything.
Really? Oh, wow.
Eighth place, Wes Cup. Not on the list.
Oh my gosh.
And then ninth, Marco Kuningwas from Finland. 10th place, Luke Willett from England. So of your top 10 finishers, 4 are either not playing at all or not playing in the Open division. Significant opportunity for a shakeup here, although one sort of suspects that the top 3, Reed, Ota, and Hogan, you kind of expect that 2 of those 3 will remain. Now,
Yeah.
Ota will be a question mark because of his injuries.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting to keep an eye on that. I don't know if it's a short-term thing or long-term thing, but I'd love to see him back healthy and competing. I forgot
That
he
is
was
what-
second.
That's what we all want to see. Right, second after an even par 72 on day 2, which was just a fantastic round of golf.
Yeah, then you throw in the mix Luke Willett, who's had a stellar year.
Luke has been playing out of his
second
mind
to
this
no
year.
one, really, right now.
U.S. Open champ. Also beat Rob Hogan in the Irish Speedgolf Open.
That's right. It'll be pretty compelling.
Right. Okay,
But
going
there's
up.
definitely a loss with no Wes, no Jason, no Miko.
Yeah. It's a tough bogey there for Jason Hawkins on the par 3 12th. Pretty straightforward hole. That leaves him +1 on the day.
Looks like a better strike there for Scott.
Oh yeah, perfect leave here with the 6-iron. Not easy to do carrying that particular club, but this is a great spot to hit a little bump and run that Scott is so adept with.
Yeah, that
Shot.
was
And
very
look at
well
that
played.
leave, 1.5 feet. Easy
Good putt,
3
good
for
putt.
the director, and you
There it
love
is.
to
Look
see
at that
it
third
in
hole
1
left.
minute flat.
Plenty
May-
golf.
Maybe
bad.
that's the key. If you know that you can hit shots like he just did there, the tee shot, taking some off with the 6-iron and that little chip he played so well. I mean, if you can do that, then maybe one club is a way to go. If you don't have those shots, you can't take 20 yards, 30 yards off 6-iron or cozy it up there, then maybe the one club isn't for you.
Well, you better believe, though, that Scott's going to be playing a Q Golf Club in 2025.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting to see if that has a big effect on score compared to the 6.
3.
Because he is so skilled at changing stuff.
Absolutely. He's got so many shots. Nice par 3 there for Jim Davis in 1:06. Now, one interesting wrinkle we haven't mentioned with the World Championships field is that the number 1 speed golfer in Japan this season is named Tatsuya Shinmoto. He was not at the 2022 World Championships, but he. I think we can expect a high level performance from him.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. Japan has a really, really solid field. New Zealand is up there as well. And I know Robin Smith, I mean, he gives Jamie Reed a run for his money every time they go out together.
He does. And in New Zealand, they're bringing 6 men, all of whom are very competitive. They're like plus handicap speed golfers effectively. And then you add to that Gatjia Gao, who's made a big jump since the 2022 World Championships.
Huge jump.
Scott Dawley, who was not able to focus on performing back on the tee at the Kentucky Speedgolf Open, par 5 13th. We'll resume our World Championships conversation in a second, but right now, Jason Hawkins on the tee, having
Nice
himself
shot.
a day right
Very
now.
good. We can work with that.
Bogey
he's
on the
taking
par 3 12th, but driver in hand for a second time here. He can cozy this one up right next to the green.
Yeah, he definitely can. I'm not sure. Is that 200-yard marker? So it should be pretty close to the
Yeah, it
green.
looked like he was maybe 210 or so. Didn't catch it great out of the rough, but didn't have to. And he's now on the front edge of the green, just below the front edge of the green.
Good up
Just
there.
looking for a nice little pitch.
Yeah, it's a great leave. As
No,
we'll see
Jack.
later, the backside of this green is definitely not the right leave, but short is just fine.
You do not want it on the backside. And what do you think about 3 feet straight up the hill for birdie there, Garrett? Would you take that?
Absolutely. Every time.
I would as well. Oh, buries it for
God.
the birdie 4. Back to even par. Back on course record watch. And look at that, 2 minutes, 40 seconds on a par 5. That includes a hill climb.
That's incredible.
This
That's
freaking
amazing.
guy. Scott making a habit of those one-handed finishes. Although, you've got a very wide landing area for your 6-iron here.
Very wide if you can definitely hit the right distance. A little short, you're in trouble.
That's the truth. But yeah, 6-iron here should get Scott in maybe the 120 range, and then just looking to kind of skip it up the hill. Not easy to land this one in the right spot, I would think, with your 6-iron.
No, luckily there is space up front. There's no bunkers to carry over, so...
Yeah, just a little chop swing there, but I think, you know, like we were saying, you would probably want to leave this one short, and that's what he's done. But, all right, so that's 3 shots. Looking to get up and down here, a little bump and run for an up and down par. Just kind of a stabbing motion there. It looks like it may have got caught up in the dewy grass.
Yeah, it's
Uphill
got to be
par
tough.
putt here.
Because they mowed and rolled these greens.
Get in.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. A
just
vicious lip out for the director. And look at that, 15 seconds slower than Jason Hawkins. Granted, making bogey.
Yeah, man, that would be tough to rebound after that type of a lip out. I'm telling you, I'm getting that committee together.
The Cups Investigation Committee.
If we had a speed golf with the big holes, now we're talking. Is he
I
going to
actually
hit
love
this?
that. I would look at Jim, butt in the trees, carving his way out. I mean, he can still hit this green in regulation, Garrett.
That would
Found
be amazing.
himself
Yeah.
160 uphill. This is gettable.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome he got a club on that ball.
Okay, returning to the thought about World Championships competitors who were not in the top 10 at the last World Championships. So yeah, we said Shinmoto from Japan, also Makoto Kurihara, and then there's Gatchia Gao from the U.S. representing South Sudan, where he was born. Scott Dawley, who was the tournament host 2 years ago and was not able to focus on playing. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm
Flag putt
focusing
from
on
Jim
this putt.
Davis.
What is happening?
Oh!
He seriously got away with a birdie on that?
No, that's a par 5.
Oh, it's
for
par 5.
Jim
It's
Davis.
still
Yep.
incredible. He was in the woods.
Making a you know, and isn't that like a mixed blessing, the long putt you make for par? Because if you're having to make a 40-footer for par, it means you were out of position at some point during the hole, but it still feels great to roll one in like that.
Well, on a putt like that, that's one of those where you're very nervous over it because it could get away from you. So,
Especially hitting it with a wedge.
yeah, that was a
And
wedge
red
too.
wedge.
That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Garrett Holt here. It looks like maybe 115, 120 to the hole in the right rough. Taking a very efficient line for a speed golfer. Just up the right side on this par 5 13th. All right, and front edge of the green in 3. Nicely played.
Yeah,
And a 2-putt for this par.
if the camera had been on the flag, it would have actually seen it hit the flag and then went 20 feet away.
Second time hitting the flag today, correct?
No, first time. It was this hole. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so fixing my little pitch mark there. I was hoping for more than just a par, but the glory goes to Jim with this massive putt.
And as we examine this leaderboard, it's easy to see the separation between the greatest and the competent speed golfers. I mean,
Yeah.
I would,
Go for
you
it,
know,
baby.
you, Jim, and I would all agree. None of us played our best in the Kentucky Speedgolf Open, but a separation of 30 shots, 35 shots, or 35 minutes over 2 rounds. I mean, Jamie Reed won the last World Championships by 36, which is by 18, which is 30 seconds a hole. Jason is beating us by more than that.
Yeah. It's that's why these are the contenders for the Worlds.
There we go.
That's right.
They're just
There
another
we
level
go.
above. We need a couple of us, midfielders, mid-pack, to have a couple rounds of our lives. And these guys just need to do what they do every day.
Ain't it the truth? And that was another birdie. 2 birdies in a row for Jason Hawkins. He is now 1 under par, and course record watch officially on DEFCON 1. If he finishes out even par for the remainder of the round, he's got it locked up. Because you know he's not going slower than 48 minutes.
No, definitely not. And, man, I wonder how deep he can take it. It's fun when the vibes start going, the ball just starts going down the hole. So 2 in a row.
Scott with the chippy 8-iron out of the bunker there. Caught it just a little too flush. Man, I mean, there's nobody I would trust with that bunker shot more than Scott with a 6-iron, other than Rob Hogan. But it still managed to fly it over the green. That's the danger of the 6-iron only.
Yeah, he's a very skilled player, but that was very difficult.
Holy smokes. That shot from off the back of the green was awesome. But hits the little ridge, rolls out to about 12 feet here. Oh man! Not perfect contact on that putt.
No,
going to be disappointed to walk away with a 6 there on the very gettable par 4 14th.
Yeah, that is not a bogey hole. That is a par birdie hole. Jim with a good long iron there, driving iron.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking that to the right side of the bunker. Which, and boy, found the fairway. I mean, this is twice now. He's been driving it in Hawkins territory with that driving iron.
Yeah, it's a big payoff there. You can cut the corner, but...
Well, and cutting the corner in speed golf pays off in 2 ways.
They found the fairway.
Yeah.
Because you're closer to the hole and more efficient running route.
Absolutely. But there is like a little bit of a ravine or ditch just shy of that fairway that if you do miss hit off the tee, you're down in there and you're losing the ball.
That's true. You don't want it to be too far right, but too far left is no good on this hole either.
Yeah.
Depending how far you hit it.
That one's going to drop.
Jim nearly had the par there. Taps in for the 5. Yep. Minute 54, though. That is quick.
Yeah, I wonder Jim's background. Do you know his background? Is he more of a runner that took up golf later on, or more of a golfer that started running? What's his story?
We'll have to ask Jim that.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look like a traditional golfer. You know, he's got kind of the wild beard, wearing the cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a doctor, so maybe he plays golf all the time and just doesn't look the part.
Well, I know he's doing the 3 clubs and being very efficient with that Hogan holster, but, I mean, he put up some really good running times on a tough route, on a tough track. So he's got
good
a lot
running
of
times
fitness.
while still shooting in the low 80s in round 1. So, I mean, he's definitely a golfer. I know he told me that his home course in Detroit, you know, he was negotiating with the superintendent. 1-foot birdie putt here from Jason Hawkins. We did not give that proper credit because we were talking about the World Championships.
Yeah.
But anyway, as he was negotiating with his home course in Detroit, he was telling the guy, "Yeah, I'm going to shoot between par and bogey golf. I'm not going to be destroying your golf course as some sort of duffer."
That's a good point to bring up.
All right, Jason, ideal drive, a little sawed-off driver here on the short par 4 15th. Leaves him with
special.
Be special, I'm hearing.
Go.
a little half 9-iron there, I think.
Go.
I think the camera guy's having a blast following Jason.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's fun to watch somebody play this well, especially this well, this fast.
Mm-hmm.
Birdie putt on the way.
Go.
Oh my goodness. I thought for sure that was in. Just burns the bottom lip. Again, we try not to complain about tap-in pars on this channel, but boy, it would have felt good for Jason to get to 2 under there.
Almost there.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's striking it well and rolling it well.
Absolutely. Well, and Jason has told me that he thinks that the putter is actually key to his momentum. When he starts rolling in putts, he actually feels more confident with every club in the bag.
I could see that. I wonder if that means that that's his weakness. Because actually for me, like if I'm driving it well, I'm like, yes, today's going to be a good day. Because I don't have to worry about my short game generally. I wonder what would it be for you?
Where do I gain momentum?
Yeah, like
like
if
I
you're
think
doing
I gained momentum from my approaches being on like being online.
Sky.
If I can hit an approach online, then everything else is likely to work out.
okay.
And part of that is just the math that the approach shot is probably twice as important as the other phases of the game. As we see Jim take the driving iron up the left side there.
Great
Little
contact
fade should
there.
be in the fairway. Well, but it's interesting you asked about that being Jason's weakness. You know, I've played cornhole with Jason Hawkins, and this guy is just such a natural athlete, and his hand-eye coordination is on a completely different level than just normal human beings. And so I would perceive putting as a relative strength of Jason, because for him it's just see hole, hit ball in hole, simple as that. Whereas I feel like I have to be very analytical just to even get it close to the hole. Not that great at reading greens, not that great at measuring speed.
Okay.
Nice 2-putt there for Jim Davis.
Yeah,
That's a 4 in 201.
That's
Nice
a good point.
momentum coming down the stretch here.
He's awesome at cornhole. You know, fun fact though, you know, I got whooped in the speed golf portion, but the Kentucky Cornhole Championship, me and my partner took down Jason and his partner. So you're looking at the cornhole champ right there. And that's all I
gosh.
won that whole weekend.
Garrett, I had no idea.
Yeah, I know.
I was too busy lifeguarding my son and your daughter.
That was 3, Paul.
Oh yeah, she was in the pool having a blast. It's really an awesome time, like this Kentucky event. If you haven't done it, come down for the speed golf, come down for the pool, the cornhole, the hang,
And
it's
and
just
bring
a
the
blast.
family.
Yeah, bring the family. We all do. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Absolutely. Nice chip from you there, Garrett. About a little over 3 feet for the par.
So next time you introduce me after the rules aficionado, you can add Kentucky Cornhole Champ to my
And
CV.
that is a serious accomplishment, knowing how
Sure.
good Jason Hawkins is.
It's pretty good, yeah. It won't ever happen again.
Final 3 holes of the Kentucky Speedgolf Open. Jason Hawkins has the title locked up, but we are on DEFCON 1 course record watch because he is 1 under par. The Speedgolf course record here is a 72, even par in 48 minutes. Jason is certainly ahead of 48-minute pace, and this is really the final birdie opportunity here, the par 5 16th.
It's a par 5, which should be a birdie opportunity. But as you see there, he's laying up. He got a big pond in front of the green. So it's a really tough one to go for. So if he can hit a great third,
right,
then
and with
it's
the
a birdie.
dog leg right, it does not suit the high draw he likes to hit off the
good.
tee. It's like
Be good. Be
you
all
don't see him
over it.
cutting the corner here. You
Be
almost
all
always
over
see him
it.
playing at 3 shots.
But I think I just heard be all over it. That was
That was right at the pin, found the fringe just short of the hole. This is a birdie chance.
Let's go.
Gave it enough juice. Oh my gosh. On the low side yet again.
That's
That
two
is
in a
2
row.
that have just
Yeah.
burned the edge. All right.
Let's go. Let's get there.
Still -1 with 2
We can
holes
still beat
to
him on time
play.
for sure.
All right. And as we watch Scott Dawley approach this par 5 with just a 6-iron, let's do a little women's World Championships preview.
Ooh,
So
yes.
last year, the Women's World Championship was down to 3 athletes. Lauren Cup, Mila Halinoro, the champion, and Courtney White was right on her heels. Courtney White not coming this year, but we have 2 exciting additions to the elite women's field. So Lauren Cup and Mila Halinoro will both return to battle it out. But with the addition of Liz McKinnon, record holder from New Zealand, and then the very exciting addition of Emily Mollard, French Speedgolf Open champion.
How
who
many
has
years? Hasn't she won that like
I got one.
At
all
least
the
2 in a
years?
row,
Okay.
and has beaten Lauren Cup head to head, as we see Scott Dawley taking an immediate drop after plunking one in the water here on the 16th. Man, it's so tough to hit that shot from 120 with your 6-iron.
Yeah, it is. Very, very tough. I am so excited for that women's thing. It's going to be a blast seeing both It's Emily, right? Emily and Liz.
Yeah, Emily Millard and Liz McKinnon, along with Lauren Cup. Lauren Cup really feels like she lost the World Championships last time around, and I know she's training super hard to make sure that her game is in the best shape it can be leading into November.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to watch. Almost a tighter match than the men's, because there is one guy in the men's that really has separated himself from everyone else. Even though there's a couple of people like Jason and Robin and Jen up there, Jamie Reed is kind of the guy right now. But the women's,
it is certainly Jamie's championship to lose. Yeah, and to my estimation, Emily Millard has to be the favorite. I mean, she's a Division One. She's a Division One college golfer. Has beaten Lauren Cup head to head. But these other two golfers, Liz and Mila Halinoro, they are no picnic either. Mila Halinoro plays in pro or semi-pro events in Europe. Is a very good golfer in her own right.
Yeah, I see. She does some cross country skiing, which looks like a blast. And that Emily Millard, does she do mini tours too, like professional mini tours?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I think she plays for Georgia Tech.
Does she? Oh, okay. Yeah, just an awesome player. Would she do like just 3 clubs or so in France and shot like even par every time?
Very, very impressive stuff. And while we're on the subject, we should talk about the senior division. So let's see. Senior champion last time, I believe, was Timo Askeli from Finland, correct?
Yes. Yeah, that sounds right. And great.
All right. And Timo will be returning, but with some very stiff competition alongside him. I'm talking about Joe Matsui from Japan, who was, I think, 14 in the Open division
Joe's
2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Joe is registered as a senior.
Very nice.
Yasuki Ogawa, who is ranked ahead of Joe in the senior standings in the Japanese Speed Golf League this year. And then there's Steve Vansel. Steve Vansel, who shot 69 at round 1 of the U.S. Speed Golf Open this year in the 90-degree heat at Jan Das's Golf Club.
Yeah, Steve is probably one of the best, like most traditional, like best elite players for the golf part. And the fitness part is good enough, but he just hits it so darn well.
Right. If he's going to be shooting 69, there's just no catching him.
Yeah.
Wes Cup, a spectacular golfer, shot 79 on that golf course.
Yeah, there are only 2 or 3 people under 80 at that course, and then there's 69 by Steve.
Good shot by you there, Garrett. Managed to stay dry somehow, and then a little high soft one there.
I'm definitely not dry. I'm sure I'm dripping in sweat, but the golf ball is dry. Yeah. I'm rewarded with a little slippery putt here.
Yes, sir. Finally. How's it 5?
Drops it for the par in 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Only 50 seconds lost on to Jason Hawkins.
Only.
All right. And Jason Hawkins heads into the 17th, 1 under par. But this, probably the most difficult hole on the golf course.
Oh, absolutely. And you know that graphic you have where it's like 226 straight away, then 114 up the hill? It makes this hole look so easy. Yeah, you just hit 225 and then 114. This is the hardest hole in the whole course. It's a tough little downhill tee shot with the creek is diagonal, so you have to be careful with how far you hit it.
Going for it.
The approach is brutal, and the green is the nastiest thing.
All right. And Jason has hit an excellent approach here, just on the fringe on the right side, but has to navigate a difficult down. Okay. And it got caught up in the grass there. I mean, now this putt is going to run away. If this doesn't go in, it's 6 feet by.
There's a reason he left that just a little bit short. I think he was really worried about what happens at the hole. And it just keeps going.
All right. Now needs this one for the bogey.
Oh my goodness.
And it's just off the top lip. Double bogey, 6 for Jason on the par 4 17th.
Oh, no.
And course record watch now on life support. Needs a hole-in-one on the 18th.
Well, that would be the way to do it.
I agree. A walk-off hole-in-one. You still have to run through the finish line. All right, Scott Dawley. One thing I will say about single club speed golf, it is hard work. You don't get any of the rest while you approach the ball or while you pick up your clubs. You just have to keep going.
Yeah.
Here Scott goes through the creek.
Casual round, like if you're jogging, not sprinting, not tournament pace, like it's fun because you don't have to carry anything else. You don't have to bend over. You don't have to drop the clubs. But tournament round, yeah, there's definitely no rest. Heart rate just stays up there the whole time.
That's right. Well, and that's what makes the way Rob Hogan plays so impressive, as we see another missed putt here on this tricky 17th. So what makes Rob Hogan's play so impressive is that he's using that Hogan holster, and he goes straight into the run after every shot, and that's why his heart rate is basically 180 the entire round.
Yeah.
Even with 3 clubs.
Yeah, that's where it takes just some extreme fitness to be able to do that. I was just going to talk about Scott's downhill tee shot. This is a tough approach. Scott got it down the flat, and Jim is not.
Right at you!
So downhill lie to an uphill green.
Right. Very tough. And yeah, you're usually hitting a mid to short iron there. Left is dead, but right is also no good because then you've got a downhill chip.
Yeah. Where's not dead?
And look at
okay. Yeah, they end up on the right side of the green, rolled all the way to the left.
Right. So, your best shot, if you can hit it, is you want to hit a high fade that lands on the surface of the green. You get a high fade that lands on the surface of the green. It should hopefully stop dead or maybe roll left a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say
personally
best
don't have
outcomes
that
like
shot.
20 feet away. I don't even know if I would want to be 6 foot above this hole. I think I'd rather be
So much.
15 foot to the left.
Yeah. I mean, that's where the math disagrees with the lived experience, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the math. I've seen the math. Yeah, technically closer
Right. The math
is
says
better.
you want to be 6 feet straight above the hole, but
oh, that's a tough one. Because you're
but
just
the math
thinking
can't
about
see
if I
that
missed
shot on
this hole,
17.
I got another 10-footer.
I see
I
a
think
Garrett
I'm-
Holt looking for a lost ball here.
Just checking out some real estate over there.
Creek. I think he might drop.
Hoping
Yeah,
that-
I would always rather my house be on the left side of a golf hole rather than the right side, because more misses or slices than hooks.
Mhm.
But I'll bet that house has gotten a couple of golf balls hit its way.
Okay.
A couple of them by me, frankly.
So there's that little downhill lie to an uphill green.
Yep. That looks like a full 9-iron probably for you.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
Full 9-iron. Finds the front here. This is similar to the chip Jason had.
I'm not
see
even
you
aiming
playing.
at the hole there.
No.
Oh, well.
Wow. I mean, I don't see that you can play it a lot better than that, Garrett.
That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's as good as it gets. I mean, I
Yep.
aimed
And you
where
still
I
have 5
wanted,
feet for
executed.
the par.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
for the bogey, I suppose.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no let up on this.
There was something about that pin in particular, though, that made even short putts very difficult.
Right.
got me again.
All right. Tough stuff all around for our featured speed golfers as we head to the par 3 18th. Jason Hawkins, let's go ahead and pre-congratulate him, your 2024 Kentucky Speedgolf Open champion. Amazing play.
Woo! Well done. Yeah, excellent. Just every year he brings it. And it's he could do this in his sleep.
It's a pleasure to watch.
It's really a pleasure to watch. Yeah. He's such a fun guy to root for and play with and watch and compete against. And a really great ambassador for the sport.
Great ambassador for the sport and great event host. My gosh, the work he and Amy do to make this so welcoming. I remember the first time I registered for the Kentucky Speedgolf Open, having never played an event before. He personally called me, asked me what my story was, tried to figure out, how slow or fast I was going to play the golf course, and, assured me that, I was an honorary member of GlenOaks for the weekend. And
the hospitality is incredible.
Let's do a little Team USA roll call. So what you should know is that the top 4 finishers got automatic bid. So those would be Scott Dawley, Nick Gooden, Jason Hawkins, and Wes Cupp. Now, unfortunately, Jason and Wes couldn't make the trip to Japan. So you, Garrett, and I, and Jim Davis make up the remainder of the 5 men's open participants in world championships. Gatchia Gao would make Team USA, except that he gets to represent South Sudan, so he got an automatic bid to the world championships. Representing the seniors, we've got Steve Vansel, Gary Sobzak, Chris Hundhausen, Tim Shryack, and Paul Kivala. Love every one of those guys. Can't wait to eat some sashimi with them. And of course, Lauren Cupp on the women's side, and special guest. I don't know if you know this, Garrett. Paige Vansel, Steve Vansel's daughter, is coming over to play in the team portion as Lauren Cupp's partner.
Oh, is she? Cool. Yeah, I saw that she was going with Steve. That's going to be awesome.
Paige Vansel, college golfer at Northwest Nazarene University. So I think they'll make a nice pairing there.
Great shape, dude.
Thank you, man.
Paige and Lauren Cupp.
That's very cool. The next generation.
Go a long way. Scorekeeper right here. One of my 2 fabulous scorekeepers. Paul, father-in-law.
Good job, man. Good job.
My sister Allison's here.
Nice.
This guy came down from Detroit. She came from Chicago. So
That's awesome.
appreciate all the love and support I get from this family. Wife's at home with the kids. Appreciate that support too. And golf didn't happen today, but we had fun. And like I said yesterday, there's so much more to this game than a golf score. It's living life here, living the dream. And being out here with these guys and guys coming up behind me is just such a privilege. I don't get to do this very often. The second tournament I've played in 2 years, and just love it. Just love this group. Appreciate you guys running along, doing the camera for us, and Adam, so just thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's going to do it for your Kentucky Speedgolf Open coverage. For everybody who stuck around this long, boy, thanks for watching. If you want to, why don't you consider subscribing to Speedgolf Baby? Doesn't cost you anything, helps us out a little bit, and make sure that you get recommended our videos in your feed. And thanks to you, Garrett Holt, for joining a second time, I might add. Apologies for the butt fumble on the first one, but until next time, keep it in the short grass.
Speedgolf, baby! Let's go!